Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the first episode of Koisuru Asteroid, the first show of the new season that I'm watching, and watching this one was pretty much a no-brainer because this is a slice-of-life comedy anime by the amazing Doga Kobo, so pretty much an insta-watch without question. So, the title, Koisuru Asteroid, that would translate something like Love Asteroid in English, which is interesting because this doesn't seem to have the romance tag at all, so kind of makes me wonder how romance is going to play into things. Like, I have not read the synopsis. I do try to go into anime as blind as I can. So, I assume the love has something to do with Asteroid itself. Probably, if people see the asteroid, they fall in love with each other. Like, if they watch it together, it might be that sort of thing. I don't know. But still, I'm not sure how that would really tie in with the characters if it's not a romance anime. So, I'm pretty curious to see how this will go. This is the one I've been looking forward to for probably the most for this season. So, let's just dive into it and see what we're going to get. 3, 2, 1, play. Seems we have a camping scene. Certainly a good setting to see an asteroid. I see. Is that a boy? It could be either. The hair's a little bit long. It's hard to say. I'm looking for the Koisuru Asteroid. What are you doing? Yeah, I really can't say for sure. But yeah, I've seen this shot a lot in screenshots and stuff. And I don't see anything, I just see darkness. Yeah, I see a light, a dot. A dots, that's what they are. We need to get ourselves a huge telescope. Wow, it's a lot more than we got. Oh. And Mira. Tenko. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, do you get to be a star? It's not a weird name. Yeah, Mira's nice. Well, then we know what we gotta do. It's decided. We have our plot for the show. Still not sure that's a boy, but okay. Well, that was a bit of a skip. I think I spot some important characters. I don't seem to be very enthused about that. It's where every anime has to start, right? Oh, club listings. Suzu. The names seem pretty easy to remember so far, that's good. Teacher. Endo-sensei. I see how it is. Well, it happens sometimes, especially if now they're individually very popular. Yeah. Well, oh. Well, that's one way to get success, I guess. Getting Haruhi flashbacks. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that. They do seem to be fairly different. I mean, I guess. You're the one that brought this up. Well, that's how you know it's important to the plot, if it's out in the middle of nowhere. That kind of reminds me of, what was the show called? Yagate Kimi ni Naru, something like that. They also had, like, the building way out there. Other important characters. What are we doing? Yeah, it's a weird merger, I get it. Morino. Space. Okay, this is starting to sound a bit sketchy. We need a bunny girl to help. You know, say a lot of names to try to remember. So yeah, I think that might be the boy from earlier. A Koisuru asteroid to be specific. It's probably not easy. You never say never. We got 13 or so episodes. Well, you know. Yeah, that's why we don't tell you things. Yep. I mean, it was pretty obvious, but yes, that was the boy Gao. That's why I shouldn't have assumed a gender. I mean, it was a little longer than you would expect from a boy, but... Yeah, how could she forget you? It's, it's nice that they remembered each other. I think I killed a lot of those things in a Rants game. Probably. They finally reunited in the club. In other words, it's much better. For a second, I thought the show ended. That'd be way too short, though. This is probably just the opening. How much would that suck to watch an anime and then not have known it was an anime short? Then you watch it and then it just ends after 5 minutes and then you're just sitting there devastated. I'm surprised that's never happened to me. Yeah, we got half of them looking in the sky, half of them looking at rocks because of our weird merger. That's actually pretty fun and interesting kind of idea to add to it. Have a club where they kind of have like two different interests. Got a maid. There's that shot. Arui Teiko, is that what that said? She looks much better with longer hair. Oh, hand holding. Yeah, they're gonna get pretty close in this show, I can already tell. Their promise. Futari no yakusoku. Texting. It's pretty mind-blowing. My bad. I need a book, Mother. They look very similar. Not really. What are you staring at your phone for, waiting for a response? That's something to be happy about, yeah. Yeah, what would you call it? uh, yeah. I mean, that's all it takes. I like her. Well, it's... things change, you know. I'm sure we'll improve things over time. I know that's not true. Yeah, you did kind of spam a bit. I'm sure if you give her enough hugs and handholds, things will just kind of smooth over. Soften, I guess. You just gotta be so embarrassing all the time, don't you? Now everyone's watching because it's made a scene. It's alright. uh, yeah, you tried. Apologizing with a fork in her mouth was a nice touch. Suzu-chan's great. Mature, cool beauty. Oh. Well, you know, I could have licked that off for you, but okay, it's too late. I don't think you have to worry too much. Oh? What are we referring to? Yeah, that was a while ago. I really did look kind of like a boy, didn't she? Well... that... wow. The power of the trauma is not to be underestimated. So that's why she has to grab books and stuff to look at and give a very formal response to make sure she doesn't screw anything up. Yeah, my skirt's all wet. What do I do? Yeah, we don't think you have to worry about messing up with Mira. She's a bit of a silly one. My feelings have not changed. And there we go, we're calling her. Is she in the bath? Oh, what are you even doing? Oh, okay. Gotta look at the sky, of course. Might be an asteroid up there. Maybe. uh, that's good. Wow, I think she's really red. It's kind of hard to tell from the back, but... Then after several hours of chatting, we go back to school. Yeah, so it was much more successful than the previous night's chatting session. It's a lot of animation there. Wow. Wow, she's just lit up. Oof. Stop peeking into other classrooms. Oh wow. That's a nice consolation. Yeah, what are we doing? We should look at the sky more. No. You did say that. Well, what's our budget? Let's start from there. Yeah, what she said. Not a lot, is it? Maybe we should get a part-time job. Well, what kind of achievements are we gonna do? Could we even do? They don't have tournaments, do they? That sort of thing. The great telescopes are not cheap. Fine then. It kind of scared me there a little bit. That's unfortunate. I like Suzu. Well, that was never gonna happen. What are you doing? Is this the dance of your people, or... Is that what that's supposed to be? It looked like she was just drunk, trying not to fall over. Yeah. We do need to do some camping. What are we talking? Oh, right, okay, I should have got that. Yeah, bunny girl. It works. That's what matters, it works. We should try cat girls this year. uh, I think that's already a pretty good exhibit. Let's do our best. Can't read those names. Get on our level. A newsletter. I guess that's a fine idea. To spread news in the form of a letter. As long as we have fun. I would come see your club, if that's any consolation. Okay. Probably. Right, rocks. Something wrong with that. Kirarak. Okay. I just love her nodding there. Definitely a bit of a struggle to make this merger work smoothly. Always something cuter. They're trying not to. Oh, well now you got my attention. Let's go. We're outside, where we can finally see the stars again. Not everyone loves the rocks. But again, asteroid is kind of a combination of the two, right? It comes from space and it's essentially sort of a rock. That looks fairly cute. Yeah, pretty clever. And that's what matters. Kira Kira. Nothing wrong with Kira Kira. Well, yeah, do we even understand what our club does? It's a bit of a weird club. Don't lose at the astronomy club. Super sexy stones. Okay, this girl's something. Soon. He knows that's cool. Oh? Back to our nightly chats, I see. It really is, isn't it? So am I. Did you die of embarrassment over there? Okay. Aw. It's so sweet and nice. Amazing. And there it ends. Yeah, it's definitely nice so they can still, you know, chat while looking at the sky together, even if they're not physically next to each other. They can still sort of make it work with the modern technology, you know. Terra Bose doesn't seem to be doing much work there. Some serious wind going on there. Like 7 characters, that's a lot of names to remember. Crap, I was distracted, I didn't get to read the name of the song there. Well, maybe next time. The Riverside Milky Way. Okay, well, that was the first episode of Koisuru Asteroid, and it was a pretty good one. You know, my suspicions of that not being a boy did turn out to be true, because, well, you know, it's gotta be true. Wouldn't be a boy in a Doga Kobo show, it's just silly. But anyway, pretty much the premise of the show is they met back then, saw the sky, and wanted to discover an asteroid or whatever. And, you know, because that way we can name it after, to make things better, you know. And then we didn't meet each other for a while, then we met each other again at school because they went to the same club, which makes sense because they had the same interest. However, the big sort of twist is the fact that two clubs, you know, the astronomy club and the rock club, I know it's not what it's actually called, but I'm calling it the rock club, combined to create the earth science club, which is just not that smooth of a merger. It's just not. Although because we have the one character, I don't have the names down yet, but red-haired girl, I think it was the vice president. She's the one that's like pushing the hardest for rock rights, you know. She's really campaigning for her half of the club, you know, trying to keep things balanced and all that, and just sexy rocks or whatever that thing was. But she's doing her best, you know, and for that. One thing that's kind of funny is that, you know, the anime is called Koisuru Asteroid, so, and the cover art has them looking at the sky, I think. Well, the cover art just shows them camping, I think. Actually, it's kind of hard to tell, but, you know. The point is, the show, usually you would think it's an astronomy-focused show, and the club is not just about astronomy, so that kind of adds even more reason for the rock side of things to be kind of discontent with the way things are, you know. So it kind of makes sense, I guess, but the merger just, there's some growing pains getting this to function properly. And there was also some controversy before with the bunny girl shenanigans and stuff that they got scolded for, that they're, you know, got considering doing that again, but I don't think that would fly a second time. It barely flew the first time. But anyway, it was nice to see the two reunited the club. It was great. And has changed a little bit. Apparently, I didn't want to go back to that part because, you know, I kind of missed the actual word she said when they flash back to that trauma incident. Okay, she said it's so wet today. So, yeah, that was apparently not the right word. So, yeah, ever since then, she's apparently been much less willing to talk, you know? So, because you can't risk saying the wrong thing and embarrassing yourself, that just would be unacceptable. So, but some things do not change the fact that, you know, they do both still kind of care about that astronomy stuff and each other and never gave up on that dream and wanted to meet back up and stuff, and they succeeded in seeing each other again, so now they can just work on that promise to discover in the sky rocks that fly. But like I said, we do have a lot of characters here. Gonna take some time to really remember who's who, but you know, that'll come with time. None of the names individually are that complicated to remember. Like Ao especially is easy to remember because it's kind of the color of her hair, so you know, that one's not too bad. But yeah, so far this anime seems to be about just kind of making the club a success because their budget's not great. The teacher kind of commented on how they haven't really made achievements or whatever, which I don't know how many achievements you can really do as that kind of club because they don't have tournaments like the sports club or anything, right? So I don't know what you can really do there, but they'll do their best. That's for sure. You know, they got the whole sparkle kira thing going on. That was a nice little picture, poster, whatever you call it. Just super sexy stones. That's just silly. But you know, the nighttime chats between Mira and Ao are great. I hope and assume that's a thing going forward. See, it looks, yeah. So, looks like a pretty good anime so far, I would say. I have no real complaints with it so far. So yeah, I mean, Doga, it's pretty much what you'd expect from Doga Koba. I'm not sure if there's anything else I have to really say about it. You know, the animation was, you know, fine. So yeah, I liked it. Definitely going to continue with it. Feel free to let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comments. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. You know? Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.